My uncle comes up to me and he says, so I hear you're doing stand-up. I'm like, here we go. I said, yeah, you know my uncle, or someone like him. So I said, you're doing stand-up. And I said, I am. And he goes, I've seen your clips. And I said, and? And he goes, I like Jim Gaffigan. What does that have to do with me? I love Jim Gaffigan. Jim Gaffigan's kicking ass. I don't know what that has to do with me. I like this guy. Not really. So I'm kidding. So he said to me, if I was you, I would keep politics out of your comedy. I'm like, okay, if you keep politics out of Thanksgiving. Thank you. Thank you. So family's tough though. It really is tough. I mean, like, I haven't talked to my parents in years. I mean, they died, right? That's why. Why? You know what I mean? They died. That's where they communicate. Thank you for laughing. I admire an audience that can laugh at a dead parent joke. That takes balls, okay? You know what? I'll tell you what. They would love that joke. They're looking down right now, laughing. My dad's probably still criticizing me about something. He never could mow the grass, right? That's probably why I'm standing up here tonight. Anyway, but listen, I try not to be judgmental. I try not to be critical, but I am very critical of people who can't use the self-checkout. Come on. The self-checkout brings the absolute worst in me. I see someone holding it up, I'm like, what the fuck? Oh my God, he's trying to buy alcohol in the self-checkout. What an idiot. What an idiot. I didn't come out here tonight to brag, okay? But I'll tell you what, I'm pretty good with the self-checkout. You have it or you don't, I have it. And not because I'm such a genius, they've really dumbed that machine down. When you scan an item, there's a voice that says, put it in the bagging area. Which means when they were developing it with real people, someone swiped and said, what do I do now? And the engineers are like, put it in the fucking bagging area. Oh my God, we need a voice for that too? Or the worst is when you're scanning, and then it freezes and it says help's on the way. Oh, that's the worst. Help's not on the way. It's not on the way. Because they're dealing with a guy trying to buy alcohol at the self-checkout. Come on. I'm getting worked up. Oh man, if it was up to me, there would be a TSA pre-check line just to use the self-checkout, all right? Yeah. By the way, if you're not laughing, I suspect you're part of the problem. Some of you are just finding out you can't buy alcohol in the self-checkout. And I'm judging you. Anyway, I'm a dad to a dog. That counts. That counts. He's a rescue dog. He's a senior rescue dog. And thank you. Well, you don't know him. You'll see. So no, he's getting old. He's like 14. The older he gets, the bolder he gets. Then he walks into the living room, just struts up, looks at me, just pisses on the carpet, right? Like, what are you gonna do, man? I'm a tough guy? Oh, what's that? I'm a bad boy? Yeah, I am a bad boy. You know what you're gonna do? You're gonna go and you're gonna clean it up. Why don't you get me a biscuit while you're at it? So we've had some behavioral problems, to say the least. And my fiance said, why don't we get a medium? I know one who does it on Zoom. And I'm like, that is the stupidest idea I've ever heard in my life. I didn't say that. I was like, you know what, a medium sounds really good. We should get that on the schedule. So I went to, we get the medium, and I actually was wrong. You know what, honestly, I learned a lot. Like, I learned my fiance likes to waste money. Thank you for laughing. That joke cost me $175. So we had the medium. She has this very medium voice. She says, I can tell you're both good people and love your animals. Like, man, we set up a Zoom call for our dog. You don't need to have psychic abilities to know that we are good people and we love our animal. So she's going on, she's talking to us, but she's kind of talking to the dog. And she finally says, I have a vision of how to make him happier and healthier and behave. And I'm like, and? She goes, we're out of time. I'm like, son of a bitch, what a con, what a con. I told my fiance, I said, we're never, ever coming back to this woman again. So we have an appointment Tuesday, right? We have a follow-up call Tuesday to find out where the dog is pissing on the carpet. Anyway, guys, that's all my time. You've been great. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. My name is James.